We are back, baby, with the Berman Method Podcast, treating problems, not symptoms. The health insurance companies, the pharmaceutical companies, they do not have your best interests in mind.
No way.
How was that for a change up?
Yeah.
We're David going against Goliath. Goliath being the corporate medical system, big pharma, your health insurance companies. How are you doing? I keep asking that question like I'm going to get an answer back.
I'm great. Thank you for asking.
Great.
Yeah.
You're not good. Nobody's good.
I didn't say I was good.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
From last week's episode.
Yeah. You're great.
How you doing? Good.
Well, it's just like good morning.
Is it?
Is it a good morning?
What's so good about it?
Or is it just morning?
Morning.
Good morning.
Oh my goodness.
Are you going to introduce yourself?
Dr. Jake Berman here with my beautiful co-host.
Jenni Berman, physician assistant.
Who always keeps me on my A game. I'm like, squirrel, I'm going to go over here. And you're like, no, you're not. Get back over here right now.
Focus.
Focus.
I think between you and Stella, I say focus a multitude of times a day.
Come on. Between me? How many times do you have to say that to me?
Focus. Get back on it.
Yeah.
What's the topic today?
Topic today is plantar fasciitis, foot pain, heel pain. Holy cow. It's been a lot lately. I don't know what's going on. Maybe because we're transitioning out of our winter/spring into summer and you're wearing flip-flops more. You were wearing shoes constantly. Now we're getting out of shoes into flip-flops. But holy guacamole. It has been a common thing. Foot pain, plantar fasciitis, heel pain. A lot of people are presenting with heel pain, not knowing what it is, and asking about all different types of diagnoses. And I'm going, minimum of 30% of plantar fasciitis presents as heel pain.
I think that's how I get it. Whenever I have plantar fasciitis, I was gonna say a flare up. It's not really a flare up, but whenever it comes on, like it's my heel that hurts more than my foot.
Yeah, a lot of people will describe it as it feels like I stepped on a pebble and I've got a bruised heel. Mm-hmm. And here's the crazy thing is there's nothing under your heel. It's bone and a fat pad. There's no muscles, like it's nothing. It's bone, fat pad, that's it. That's your heel. So for that to hurt, the only way that it would truly be hurt, traumatized, would be if it was like a bone bruise where you landed on your heel really hard. You fell off of a second story and you landed on your heel real hard. Okay, yeah, your heel, your bone is bruised. But when you didn't have a trauma like that, then it's more likely the origin of your plantar fascia originates in the front of your heel. So if you go under the arch of your foot and you poke on the front of your heel, so not the bottom of your heel, but the front of your heel, that part that's closest to your big toe, that's where your plantar fascia originates. And when it gets tugged on, it will actually refer pain to your heel.
Right. Yes.
Yep. And a couple of ways that you notice it is it's usually worse with the first couple of steps out of bed in the morning and later in the day.
Right.
Those are the two most common ways that it presents. First couple of steps in the morning are like, oh my gosh, what the heck's going on? And then as you get more and more active, it flares up on you.
Oh, more active, huh? Well, just by the end of the day, you think because people have been on their feet more and walking more and using their feet more. So it's worse and then it gets better and then it gets worse again.
Yeah, usually worse first few steps out of bed in the morning, but then you get moving and it kind of loosens up, air quotes there, kind of loosens up.
Okay.
But then when you keep flaring it up throughout the day, it gradually gets worse and worse and worse towards the end of the day where you're like, oh my gosh. And then you're
limping again. Okay.
I just need to put my foot in a pair of nice cushiony Hokas.
Or Brooks.
or Brooks or On Clouds, and I'm going, oh my gosh, stop the insanity.
What do you think these new Adidas that are 3 ounces?
I can't comment on them because the only thing you've given me is they are 3 ounces. Like, you haven't given me any visuals. I haven't held them in my hands because you're talking about the 2 people that just broke world records
On the marathon. They ran a marathon in 1 hour and 59 minutes. A marathon, 26.2 miles.
Here's one thing I can tell you with 100% certainty is they were not wearing Hokas.
They probably walk barefoot all the time outside of running.
Yeah, it's an Ethiopian and a Kenyan.
Yeah.
They don't wear shoes.
Yeah, which is probably why they're so fast and so mobile. But their shoes were 3 ounces. That's insane. But I wonder what they're like. I mean, I would assume they're not that cushiony and supportive because
they can't.
They don't normally wear shoes all that often.
They can't be. Let's use this analogy real quick. So bear with me for a minute. I'm going somewhere with this, and you'll see in a second. If you break your arm.
I love when you start out stories like that.
If you break your arm and you're in a cast, you're in a cast for 6 weeks.
Yes.
When you take the cast off, is your arm visually bigger than it was 6 weeks prior?
No.
It's smaller.
Yes.
Why is it smaller?
Because the muscles wasted away from being immobilized.
Yeah, the muscles shriveled up because you weren't using them.
Correct.
Yep, so you don't use it, you lose it.
Yes.
So it's crystal clear. Everybody knows what that visual looks like. If you didn't break your arm personally, you've known somebody who's broken their arm and had to be in a cast for 6 weeks. They take the cast off and the arm is visually smaller than the other arm.
Yes.
Because the muscles wasted away, you didn't use them, they got small, and it took time for those muscles to build back up.
Yes.
The same damn thing happens every single day. You put your foot into a shoe and you lace it up real tight. You're essentially putting your foot into a cast. It gets more and more exaggerated if you're putting your foot into a supportive shoe like a Hoka. It gets even more exaggerated if you put your foot into a supportive shoe like a Hoka with an orthotic in there. You are literally walking around in casts. They're very comfortable casts. The only difference from a Hoka with an orthotic in it compared to a walking boot
is that your calf is working, kind of.
I don't even know if it is.
It's moving. Maybe not working efficiently, but it's moving.
I was going to say the only difference between a Hoka with an orthotic in it and a walking boot is the cushion on the bottom of the boot.
Yeah, and the boots aren't cushiony, for sure.
I really think that's the only difference.
Well, I mean, the ankle is moving.
Oh my gosh.
In a shoe, you're not totally immobilized.
I'm
Ankle's
talking
moving,
about the foot.
but the foot is immobilized.
Foot.
Yes.
Sorry.
So the muscles in the foot.
Sorry, I
are
should
going
have
to
specified.
atrophy.
Not the ankle, not the calf. I'm talking about the muscles in your foot. So to be clear, there are 16 muscles in the arch of your foot alone. 4 layers of 4 muscles. So 4 muscles all next to each other in a perfect line. 4 muscles on top of that, 4 muscles on top of that, 4 muscles on top of that. So 16 muscles stacked on top of each other in the arch of your foot.
So like the plantar fascia.
No.
Fascia is not. Yeah.
Fascia is a
fascia.
ligament.
Yeah.
So your plantar fascia is a ligament. Ligaments attach bone to bone. So bear with me here. Ligaments attach bone to bone. So your plantar fascia is a ligament. It attaches your heel bone to your forefoot. So the bones in your forefoot, your toes,
Toe
essentially.
bones, yeah.
So for very oversimplified purposes, let's just say the plantar fascia is a ligament that attaches your heel to your toes.
Yes, very simplified, yes.
Ligaments do not contract.
Correct.
Because they just attach bone to bone.
Yes.
Tendons attach bone to muscles.
Yes.
So when the muscle contracts, it moves the bone.
Yes.
But not to get too confusing, your plantar fascia is a non-contractile piece of soft tissue.
Under the muscles, the 16 muscles.
No.
Oh.
The plantar fascia is superficial, and the muscles are underneath the plantar fascia. So if you put your fingers on your arch of your foot, the first thing that you touch would be your plantar fascia.
Yes.
And if you dig real deep underneath that, that's where those 16 muscles are.
Yes. I thought that's what I said, but okay. Yes.
Okay. So those 16 muscles are the muscles I'm talking about. So if you wore an orthotic in a Hoka compared to a walking boot, I'm saying there's no difference in that with those 16 muscles. Those muscles are not working in either scenario.
Not working. Correct.
And you do this for years and years, essentially since you're 3 years old, and mommy says, "Ooh, these shoes are cute. Let's put these cute shoes on 3-year-old Vera."
How many shoes have I bought and you go and you bend them and you're like, nope, they're not wearing them? And I'm,
absolutely not. No way. I don't care how cute these shoes are. Throw these in the trash.
He's like, nope, throw them away. And I'm like, can we at least return them and get the money back? He goes, no kid should be wearing them, so just throw them away. Oh my gosh.
No, you cannot return them because I do not want any other kid to ever have to suffer wearing these cute shoes that are horrible for you.
And I'm like, well, there's only 10 billion other ones being made, but whatever. So yes, poor kids. Actually, we went to paint pottery one day for the one weekend for Stella's birthday, and Vera takes her shoes off and walking around the pottery place with no shoes. I'm like, what are you doing? I cannot keep that kid in shoes. Walker won't wear shoes. He takes them off all the time. I'm all, oh my gosh.
That's my boy and girl.
Father's children, for sure. Yeah. So anyways, you shouldn't wear shoes.
We haven't gotten there yet. I'm just trying to help people understand why your feet hurt. The answer to foot pain and plantar fasciitis is not more support. It's not orthotics. It's not Dr. Scholl's. It's not Hokas or On Clouds. That's not the solution. Oh my gosh, here's a worse solution ever. Is wearing that freaking stretchy brace at night, sleeping in the stretchy brace? No. That is the worst thing that you could possibly do.
Then what should we be doing?
Geez, you just want to jump straight into the solution that quick? You don't want me to keep teeing it up?
Is it a weak butt?
Should
I strengthen my butt to get my feet stronger? That's usually the answer.
Oh my gosh, if you've been listening to our podcast for any amount of time, you should have gotten that inside joke. The cause of all non-traumatic pain is weak-ass syndrome.
It's your butt. So we're with our friend. She's like, it's probably my butt. I'm like, yeah, your butt's weak. Ask Jake.
It's funny you say that because it's a part of it. I'm serious. So when I first opened up Berman Physical Therapy, I unintentionally started to specialize in helping male senior golfers with back pain get back out on the golf course. Who would have thought there would be an overabundance of male senior golfers with back pain in Naples, Florida?
No way.
No way. So I ended up getting I'll humbly say I ended up getting really, really good at fixing that problem or helping you fix that problem. But the thing that I started to specialize in was plantar fasciitis to the foot and the ankle, because it's so interesting to me. This all stems back to my dad, where my dad has never worn shoes. I'll never forget, I think I was in middle school, and it was one of those rare days in Naples where the temperature had gotten down into the 40s, and he had to wear shoes because it was cold out. Mm-hmm. And it was no later than 11 a.m., and he's like, "Kick these damn shoes off my feet. It's starting to give me a headache."
A headache from his feet being in shoes.
And I'm going, like, I don't understand that. What do you mean your shoes are giving you a headache? Oh, and I didn't think anything of it. Fast forward to 2015. 2015 is when we got married. Mm-hmm. And we were all wearing boots. It was just one thing that we were doing. And my dad doesn't own boots. So I had given him a pair of my boots, a spare pair of my boots to wear for the wedding. And one of my buddies had these really nice, almost loafer-esque brown shoes because he didn't have boots. And It wasn't 10 minutes. And my dad's like, hey, Zach, trade shoes with me. These things are giving me a headache. And I'm going, and this is 2015, mind you. So I still didn't completely understand. I had not started specializing in plantar fasciitis yet. This is 2015. But it was at that moment where I'm going, what? Why is he being so dramatic? What do you mean these shoes are giving you a headache? I didn't understand it. Now, check this out. 2015, a month later, is when I opened up my business. And the first rule that I made was I'm not wearing shoes anymore. Right?
Right.
Not wearing shoes anymore.
But you didn't wear shoes all that often anyway.
At work, I did.
Well, work and at school. But like outside of that, you were barefoot most of the time.
Yeah, but how many hours a day was I in school? How many hours a day was I at work?
Right.
Right? So the first rule that I made when I opened up in 2015 was I'm not wearing shoes anymore. And that was when I went from not wearing shoes before work or after work to not wearing shoes all day long. 5 years later, I'm just making it up right now. I don't know the exact time period, but I do remember it was around 5 years later, I started to really get bothered wearing shoes when we were traveling. Because I used to wear tennis shoes when we would travel through airports, a lot of walking, like wear shoes.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, these things are getting really annoying on my feet when I'd be sitting on the airplane. Like, kick these things off. Like, I was in such a hurry to kick off my shoes. Like, I can't wait to sit down so I can kick these damn shoes off. And I'm going, oh my gosh, this is what my dad was talking about. But here's what happened. As I was being barefoot throughout the day, my foot started to splay out. It started to get wider. It started to adapt to working again, working full-time versus working part-time. Think about it that way. Prior to me opening up my own business, my feet only had to work part-time. They only had to work before work, and they only had to work after work.
Right.
But now they had to work time and a half. They had to work full-time throughout the day. They had to work before work, and they had to work after work. So now they're working time and a half. So my foot started to evolve. It started to adapt. It started to get more endurance, strength, mobility, ability. So then when I would put my foot into a shoe and it didn't have to do it anymore, it felt confined.
Right. Yes.
That was the big thing that I didn't realize was happening.
Like it had a cast on it.
It felt like it had a cast on it. It felt like it was in a straitjacket. If you have claustrophobia, just imagine that. That's how I feel when I have shoes on my feet. I'm going, oh my gosh, get these things off of me. So now I'm going, it's funny. Now I know exactly what my dad was talking about. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. So to come back full circle, what is the solution? The solution is not more support. It's less support. But it has to be very strategic. Because there's 16 muscles in the arch of your foot. How many times can I say that in a 20-minute episode? It's important that you know how to work those 16 muscles. You can't just say, all right, I'm going to take my shoes off and I'm going to start doing heel raises to strengthen the muscles in my feet. That's not
how it works, yeah.
That's going to work two muscles that aren't even in your feet. It's
Yeah.
going to work your calf, your gastroc, and your soleus. It's not even going to work your posterior tibialis. You've got to be very strategic with it. And if you can get very strategic, then you can get your muscles to wake up in your feet. Get your muscles to wake up in your feet. This is where it comes all full circle right here. The muscles start to do their job. And when your muscles in your feet do their job, your plantar fascia doesn't have to do the job that your muscles should be doing.
Got it.
So the reason why you have plantar fasciitis is because the muscles in your feet are not doing their job, which is relying overstressing the plantar fascia, which is just a ligament that attaches your heel to your toes.
So then it gets inflamed and that's what causes the pain?
Yeah, inflammation of the plantar fascia is where your pain comes from.
Got it.
So you, Jenny, you've got a nasty history of heel striking when you run.
Yes. Unless I'm running fast for vault. Like in gymnastics.
Fast for vault or fast for 5K. Didn't you just win over the weekend?
Yeah, I did.
First female and third overall. Only 2 dudes beat you.
2 guys beat me.
Because you're so fast. So fast.
Do you think I was heel striking? I don't think so.
Not in that last mile. I would almost put money on it. You can't heel strike and run fast. It's not possible.
Yeah.
Because heel striking is a deceleration phase of the gait cycle. So you should not be landing on your heel. Where were we going with that? How did we get there?
I'm not sure. You said that I'm a heel striker.
Yeah, you're a heel striker. And that's what will cause your foot to flare up. Because you don't realize that you're doing it. Because you're a runner. I'm not a runner. So if you land on your heel enough times, you're going to flare the foot up. Same thing happens with people who wear shoes all day and then take your shoes off and then walk around your house on a hard tile floor or hardwood floor. You're like, oh my gosh, my feet are hurting like crazy. And then you think it's the hardwood floors.
Or hard floors in general, yeah.
No.
It's not. It's just your feet are weak.
Your feet are weak. From 2017, we bought the new office in 2017, and it was concrete floors. I walked around on concrete until this past year when we put hardwood floors in there, and no foot pain.
Right.
So the hard floor is not the problem. Your weak ass feet are the problem.
Or your gait.
Yeah.
Like how but your gait changes because of the weakness of your feet.
Your gait changes because of the weakness in your feet.
And your butt.
Yeah, technically.
Don't forget your butt.
Yeah, don't forget your butt. So there's hopefully a little more information on why you should, if you got Hokas, I know at least 25% of you listening to this right now are wearing Hokas right now. Please pull over on the side of the road, take the Hokas off.
Throw them out the window.
Yep, roll the window down or push the button, because we don't roll anymore. Just push the button to lower the window. Gently place the shoes outside and then drive away.
Don't return them because nobody else should be wearing them.
Nobody should
Just
be
get
wearing
rid of
those. Oh my gosh. It's so brutal.
Oh my gosh.
I know there's another 25% of you minimum listening to this right now. You cannot survive without your orthotics. And you've been wearing them religiously for 28 years because 28 years ago, a chiropractor or a podiatrist told you need to wear these.
Yeah.
And you've never questioned it. Because anytime you don't wear them, your feet hurt.
And you probably have back pain.
So, yeah, you got back pain, knee pain, you got all these other pains, but your feet don't hurt anymore. So 28 years later, you're still wearing these freaking orthotics. Same thing. Pull over to the side of the road.
Gently put them on the road.
Lower the window down. Take your shoe off. Strategically wiggle that orthotic out of your shoe. And then whip that orthotic like a frisbee as far as you possibly can out the open window.
Oh, you don't have to gently place it?
No, whip it. Like, we're going to get in trouble for telling people to litter right now.
Oh, yeah.
That'll
be our next lawsuit.
Somebody's going to get a $500 fine. Why is it only $500 for littering? Why wouldn't you make it $5,000? Like, do you really want people to not do it? Like, make it $5,000.
I guess I feel where you're coming from. 500's enough for me to not litter too, though.
Yeah, but you're a Dudley do-right. You get somebody like me, I look at it, $100 fine for doing this? I'll take my chances.
Oh my gosh.
10,000? Okay, I'm going to think twice about this one.
And here's the difference between you and me. A rule follower and not.
Oh my goodness. Don't forget, go to bermanboomers.com to check out what your longevity score is. We had a ton of people opt in last week after last week's episode, and we've had a ton of fun with you guys who have done that over this past week. So go check it out, bermanboomers.com. If you've got family members that are getting up there in age, send them to bermanboomers.com. It doesn't matter if you're here local in Naples or you're virtual anywhere in the world. We can do this through FaceTime if we have to. Jenny's shaking her head no, because it's not the right way to do it. We have to do it through our EMR. But we can do it virtually. bermanboomers.com. Anything else?
Happy Sunday. That's it.
Good?
Yeah. Ciao for now.